Hello, Colts Nation. Welcome back to another episode of the No Horsing Around podcast. As always, I am one of two dudes talking Colts. I'm one of your hosts, Stephen Burton. And today, it's tail end of the week. It's been on my mind, been on my heart. I want to take some time. I feel the need to defend Carson. Okay. So I'm coming kind of on this, and I don't want to come across as this Carson Wentz apologist, this Carson Wentz homer, but I feel like the hate that he's getting is kind of insane. Okay. And we're going to get to some of this. If you're looking at this, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Please, you guys, make sure you rate, review, subscribe, share. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the amazing content we're putting out, live streams, one-off shows with myself, with Zach, with us together, with amazing guests, just talking Colts football like the we love. Come join the family, as Zach always likes to say. But if you're watching this, you've seen kind of the thumbnail version. I've got several people on there. I got Skip Bayless, Max Kellerman, Dan Orlovsky, Keyshawn Johnson. I'm so tired, you guys. I'm so over what we've dealt with this week. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay. During the offseason, the Colts make the trade for Carson Wentz. I talked to a friend of mine, Kelly Green, who runs the Kelly Green Show. It's a Colts it's a Eagles podcast for, I believe it is the Sports Illustrated. I talked to her, and she kind of gives me this heads up. She's like, Steven, you have no idea what's coming. You have no idea what's going to happen when you guys get Carson. The hate is insane. And I kind of thought that it was because he had a bad year. Philly fans are Philly fans. Some of you guys, I love you guys, but some of you guys are the battery throwers and the snowball throwers at Santa. So he gets here, and all he does this offseason, I feel like, is show that all those rumors of him being a bad teammate, not relatable in the locker room, I feel like he flushed all of those down the drain, right? But then we get to the season, and we get to the training camp. He has the bone in his foot. Nothing he did. It's an old injury prone. Oh, my God. Then we get to him coming back. He works his way back. Miraculous time, you guys. He started week 1. That's the very front end of the timeline, okay? He gets back. You're feeling really good. Then he ends up on the COVID list. Then it's smash him for the fact that he's not vaccinated. And all he's done with that is say, I'm gathering my information. I respect everyone else's decision. I would hope that you guys would respect me, but I also understand that is not the world we live in. Smashed over the head for that. Poor leader, horrible leader. All these different things, right? Then we get to the season. Colts start 0-2. And I feel like I can make the case that he is the best player on the Colts. But according to national media, he is the reason that they are 0-2. He is the reason that the O-line is bad. He is the reason that he's taking 21 hits in the first 2 games and 6 sacks, and that he has 2 sprained ankles. Come on. Are you being serious with me? Stop with that nonsense. Stop with the bullshit. Like, it's frustrated me all week. We touched on it a little bit in our preview, but I didn't want to go too far into it because I knew I was going to be doing this. It's so frustrating, you guys, to kind of watch this, right? And we're going to go person by person a little bit here because I'm going to bone pick with each one of them, okay? Every single person has made fun of the fact that he sprained his ankles. How did he do it? How did he sprain 2 ankles on the same play? Only Carson. Okay, so it comes out he sprained his left ankle in the third quarter and played through it. No one says anything. Oh, let's not talk about his toughness. Only one person has talked about that. Is Pat McAfee, which I think he has a new nickname for Carson, which would be Carson the Wild Card Wentz. Oh, we laugh at it. Oh, how did he do that? Okay. I don't know another human being that wouldn't have an injury when it looked like Aaron Donald calf roped him. Not illegal, not a bad hit, not a dirty hit. I don't want that to come across that way. And he tried. Like, you saw him visibly frustrated. He tried to get back on the field, which leads me to the other people, okay? The people that I want to discuss. Max Kellerman, I love Max Kellerman, but I can only take so much of the nonsense of, well, he's the reason that they're getting the sack because he's an inch off of his spot. So that's why he's getting sacked so much. He's on a downward trajectory. He's a horrible quarterback, and they're 0-2. They weren't 0-2 with Phillip. They were 1-1. Okay. They lost to the Jaguars. First game of the year last year. Jaguars won one game, and that was it. The Colts have opened 0-2 this year against Seattle, playoff team, Rams, Super Bowl contending team, and probably could have won the Rams game. So get out of here with that nonsense, Max Kellerman. Keyshawn Johnson, Dan Orlovsky, pull up to the thing. We're going to have a little discussion here. As two ex-players, I don't understand how you can dare discuss and how you can dare question someone's toughness. To suggest that he was not hurt, to suggest that he should have gone back in the game on two bad ankles that he could hardly stand on is insane. And it's irresponsible, and it blows my mind that that's a discussion. The dude had a mild ankle sprain in his left ankle, like we said, that he played through, okay, and probably would have led the comeback, and then just a really ugly – everyone has said how ugly it looked. And you think he should have gone back on the sideline, on the field, just because he was standing on the sideline. If anybody, sometimes you get frozen in a position, and that's just the only comfortable way. Maybe he's in – I feel like if he had gone to the locker room, everyone would have ripped him then too. Well, why is he not on the field with his team trying to support Jacob out there? He's a damned if you do, damned if you don't in that situation. But the fact that two professional players have questioned his toughness because of that is insane to me. Pat McAfee has said it best. The dude is probably one of the toughest people. You cannot question his toughness when it comes to playing. He is reckless. He reminds a lot of people in Indianapolis of the way Andrew Luck played football, with reckless abandonment. And that's how he does things. That's how he has played. And that has resulted in the injuries. But to question his toughness, Dan Orlovsky, Keyshawn Johnson, Max Kellerman, come on. And I'm not, believe you me, I'm not leaving him out. It's Skip Bayless. I don't even want to acknowledge. Skip Bayless is an idiot who barks into a mic and has never felt the need to give any credit to Carson Wentz, I think because he's a Dallas homer and Carson was on the Eagles. I'm sorry. I mean, you guys, Carson has been battered. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 498 yards, and a 95 passer rating. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. He's probably the reason that we were in a lot of the games that we were in, and I've been on record in saying that I think that they would have probably beat the Rams because he would have gone down the field at the end. But it's so frustrating for me. And I've talked to Kelly again, and Kelly has said it's like, this is the way that it is. Like, for everybody to suddenly think it was a horrible trade, it was bad, he's been probably one of the few bright spots on the offense. His offensive line has been banged up. I don't tend to like Colin Cowherd, but at least he owns up. He has said this is kind of not the way the Colts are going to be this year. Quentin Nelson was banged up. Braden Smith has been out. Eric Fisher was working his way back. Ryan Kelly was banged up in training camp. Carson Wentz missed a ton of time. They're getting a lot of people back. They're getting healthier. But to tank him is just crazy. So Colts Nation, I'm asking you guys, this is QB1, potential franchise quarterback for the next 10 years. Stop it. Stop throwing the dirt on him. Stop saying how bad he is, because honest to God, he's not. I mean, I'm sitting here. I mean, obviously, I'm rocking my Wentz shirt. I'm a big fan of him. I was a fan of Jacoby. I was a fan of Andrew. I'm a fan of any quarterback who plays for my team because it's my team. But to question the way that the amount of stuff, if you go on YouTube and you type Colts Podcast, you'll find us. Please do that, and then hit the subscribe if you haven't. But if you type in Carson Wentz, it's so much negativity that I don't understand. It's like he went around to every national media member and slapped their kids. Michael Lombardi said that he felt like they should pull the plug right now. What? It's just, and I'm sorry. I mean, not to go off on a tangent with this too, but then you look at the stuff about like, oh, he's not mentally tough. He's physically weak and fragile, and he's not mentally tough because he didn't want Nick Foles. I get Nick Foles as a career backup. Tom Brady shipped Jimmy G out of town. No one talks about that. Joe Montana wanted Steve Young gone. No one talks about that. There's multiple examples of franchise quarterbacks not wanting somebody behind them because they don't like that. So he didn't like it. I'm sorry. But miss me with the fact that you have other people who did the same thing. So, like I said, Colts Nation, support the quarterback. He's not been bad. And if he gets out there on Sunday, y'all know my opinion. We have a real shot because he is an MVP caliber player when he's right and things are right in front of him. So support the quarterback. I'm here defending Carson. It's been on my head. It's been a frustration for me. Okay. So if you guys like this, get it like Zach always says, get a healthy conversation going. Drop some comments in. Tell me what you think. Do you think he's been a bright spot? Do you agree with these guys that he's the issue, that he's the problem for the 0-2 start? I want to hear from you. Okay. And if you've not, please like, share, subscribe. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Like I said earlier, we want you to join the family. Me and Zach love doing this. We love being able to talk to you guys about it. And we love being able to reach more of Colts Nation. So if you've done it, great. If you got a friend who hasn't, pass it on to them. Okay. And I end this same way I do every time. I love you. I know Zach loves you. I'm out of here.